said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they enter play here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, we're not
team established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Here's a look at the starters defensively for Washington. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
It's complete to Drake. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Griffin on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Play action. It's Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Griffin, eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From the gun, it's Drake. Finding room at the 30. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A gain there of 30 big ones. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 25. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Walsh now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Now Wentz on third down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Griffin. So here are the Redskins now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He dumps it off to Drake. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Griffin. Shedding the tackle. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Griffin. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point try now for Walsh. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. And they go jet sweep with a former running back, Hurd. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a play fake. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Wentz now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing his Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Oh, jumping over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Players spotlight time now. Robert Griffin III. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football. There's nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Griffin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Griffin looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Griffin. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd and goal, Griffin, and this one complete to Reed. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
56 is mine. 56 is mine. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
50. Check four.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Wentz now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Walsh. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there.
Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Walsh now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Running, it's Drake, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. M.J. Stewart, mainly known for his pass coverage, this time a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Griffin throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
A pass down the middle is front 4 and hold in. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Wentz again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, switch it.
Into the red zone, Wentz. He's got Mason, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Wentz. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
Let's go, go.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start with the battle for the Meadowlands. The New York Giants as the home team taking on the Jets Jets. And it's the Jets who are out in front in that one. Sam Darnold has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Griffin, buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On 2nd and inches, Griffin escaping the pressure right. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. the gun, Griffin. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. Into the end zone. Washington Redskins touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Wentz now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 31, Griffin looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And now running right through it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now that was not a bad to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shreds the tackle. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's coming, double up.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give running right, Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Keep playing.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. Complete to Bryant. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. They go play action with Griffin. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Off by a Redskin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Zach Ertz and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong usually for one person to handle.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Right there, 56. Hey, watch the lane.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll set up the screen to Drake. 23 yards, the final tally. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 2nd down, Love. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Kaiser. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Kaiser. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. To throw is Kaiser. They got the win last week despite not having any And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Des Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And here come the Redskins now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Kaiser now. He completes it to Bryant. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Kaiser now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he gets this only to the 40.
Pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Kaiser now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, Love. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Kaiser to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Walsh now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wentz now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Wentz to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. But now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gallman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give running right is Love. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense number 1 in the NFL and picking up first.
Again, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. And they're throwing here. Kaiser flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point try now for Walsh. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now in desperation. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gets through, and now an opening. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred. Meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. rocket like rocket fuel.